Hey y'all, welcome to day 16 of our 21 days of fast and prayer, where we're focusing on Luke 2:52, where Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and with man. And this week, our focus is on favor. You know, when I think about favor, I think of this amazing book that I read by Pastor Rob Spina. It's called Favor Factor. And the entire book talks about how to grow in favor with God. And so today I just want to focus on one passage in the Bible and then one passage in his book as well. So Psalms 5:12, this verse says, "For you bless the righteous, O Lord, you cover him with favor as with a shield." And Pastor Rob, he dives into that a little bit and he says, live life expecting God's favor system to crown you and surround you. When you start believing that your Heavenly Father really favors you, it will change your insecurities and frustration into a sense of worthiness and success. God has crowned you with glory and honor. God surrounds you with favor as a shield. You are encapsulated with God's favor. Change your attitude, believe what God has to say more than what your past experiences say. Today really is the first day of the rest of your life. A new, exciting, and wonderful life awaits you as you walk the path of favor. I think about after I finished this book and just how my mindset changed. Psalms 5:12 says that he covers you with favor as with a shield. His favor is protecting us. God's favor is protecting us from our insecurities. God's favor is protecting us from our enemies. God's favor is protecting us from failure. And so Pastor Rob says, change your mindset. Change the way you think about how God views us, and it will change your trajectory. So I think in my own life, like when I changed how I viewed different situations, how God's favor stepped in and he changed the situation. And since then, I just think and push forward for God's favor to continue to be a blessing in that situation. And I don't focus on the past and how it was prior to me changing my mindset, prior to my relationship with God. He wants a relationship with you, and he's our Father. He wants to give us favor. All parents want to give their children good things, and favor is a good thing. Favor is a God thing. And the more that we see God's favor in our lives, the more that we're going to recognize it, the more that we're going to see God's favor in the small things. So it's just like around here, we ask the question, how is God at work in and around you? And the more you ask that question, the more you see God at work in the small things. But I believe this week we need to start asking ourselves the question, how do we see God's favor in our lives? And how are we giving God's favor to other people? How are we showing them favor? And the more we ask that question, where are we seeing God's favor in our lives? And how are we giving others favor, showing others favor? The more that we're going to recognize God's favor in our lives. And we can be thankful and we can rejoice in that. Guys, I hope that you are going strong in this third week. Continue to pray that God reveals and shows you where he is showing favor in your life. And continue to ask yourself that question each day. Where is God showing favor in my life? Have a great week.